Hello guys, I'm back with another video. This one is very interesting. This one is going to be very controversial. I'm going to piss off the pro-blacks with this one. But hear me out. Let's discuss. Right? Never choose your mate based on skin color, and never choose your mate based on being from the same ethnicity. I'll explain to you. You don't have to marry someone that looks like you, that's from the same culture, that's from the same ethnic background. I myself come from a Nigerian family, right? I was born in the US. My parents are Nigerian. My parents always encouraged me to marry a Nigerian girl, not just a Nigerian girl, but a girl that's from my same tribe, that speaks the same languages, because there are different tribes in Nigeria. I don't know if you guys know about ethnicities and tribes. So let me explain a little bit for you Americans or people that are not from Africa. Sorry about the background noise, I'm outside. In Africa, let me just say, in Nigeria, there are different ethnicities. There's three major ethnicities: Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa. And they speak different languages, different cultures, and yes, we reside in the same countries, right? I live in the US now, not for long. I've said in previous videos, I'm gonna be moving soon. But a lot of people here don't understand that fact. It's very strong. Ethnicity is very strong. People from the families will strongly advise you, and strongly advise you to marry someone that's from the same tribe, to the point where if you marry someone from another tribe, it's frowned upon. It's very, very frowned upon. I remember when I was in high school and I brought I'm sweating, it's very hot. We're in Miami. I'm in Miami Beach, Florida. It's very hot. I brought a girl home. I was in high school. She was from the Benin. She was from the Benin tribe, and I'm Yoruba. I was in Nigeria then. I was in high school, and my dad called me and said, "Why did you bring this girl home?" She was in his living room. She was meeting my parents, and my dad said, "Why are you bringing this girl home? She's not from our tribe. What are you doing?" And I was like, "No, she's good. She's a good girl." And my dad was like, "I'm sure you can do better. I'm sure you can find someone from our village, from our tribe." You know, I grew up in a city. So in America, you have the pro-blacks, you have the division based on racism, which race is a made-up word for people to just stay apart. There's one race, the human race, right? There's a human race, human species, and you have the alien race, but we are one. We are one race. We're different ethnicities, of course. You have ethnicities from Czechoslovakia. You have ethnicities from Cuba, Cuban ethnicity, or Hispanic ethnicity in general, and then you could divide from there. So for me, I say you shouldn't put yourself in a box by marrying or being with someone from the same ethnicity as you, because in this day and age, that will subject you to a lot of let me say, not a lot, but a little bit of pool of what you could be open to. A lot of people are scared of cultural differences, language barriers, traditions, cultures. And this is an article that I'm going to read here from elitedaily.com. 5 ways dating someone a different culture changes your life. You can see that right there. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to put it in the description below so you guys can go look at the article. 5 ways dating someone from a different culture. In my case, I said dating, marrying, all the same, right? It's all about who you end up with. Now, my thing about this is, before I read this article, is if you live in a country where 80% or 85 or 86% of the women from your same ethnicity are overweight or obese. 90% of children are born in a single mother home. Generally, and in general terms, the women are not submissive. What are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to stay there and marry them just because they look like you? A lot of people think that because of the shaming tactics that have been used to keep people in the box. And I want to encourage guys today, you don't have to stay in that box. You don't have to stay in that box. You can leave that box and then open up opportunities for yourself. Open up possibilities. Open up, more dating or marriage options for you based on the ethnicities and based on the culture and based on just in general what they have to offer. And I know a lot of people are really, really scared because think about it. If you haven't left the United States, you live in Atlanta, Georgia, you've never dated outside your little hood, your little city, and now I'm telling you, move to another country and marry a Brazilian or marry someone from the Thai culture or marry someone from South Korea, Seoul. You don't speak Korean. You've never been to Korea. You may be attracted to her, but because you've been shamed all your life and grew up in a box, now you're kind of thinking, listen, I have no other option but to stay here. It's so loud here, I know. Sorry about the noise, guys. I'm filming right literally by the street. The light here is good, so found the lighting. So guys, I need you to really think about this. Follow me on this, right? Let me read this article. So this article again is 5 ways dating someone from a different culture changes your life, right? It said it changes your life. And the article is by Alexa Tanney. So let's see what she said here. Number 1, you learn a new language, which is very true. If you go to Brazil and date a Brazilian and you fall in love with a Brazilian man as an American man, I don't care if you're white, black, you're American, you're gonna have to learn Portuguese to really immerse in her culture, right? Especially if you want to move to Brazil, you're gonna have to speak or learn Portuguese. So there'll be a language barrier. So she said, number 1, you learn a new language, which is true. You get to learn a new language. You get to learn a new dialect. You get to learn a new accent, right? From the American English, or whatever country you're moving from. If you're moving from England, if you're moving from London, if you're moving from Ireland, if you're moving from South Africa, if you're moving from whatever, that's opening you up for a challenge of learning a new language, right? So you need to be open for that, and which is very good because now you're bilingual, and if you have kids together, now you can teach your kids English and that language, maybe Portuguese, Spanish, Yoruba, Swahili, whatever language, whatever girl you meet, right? So I don't think that's to discourage you as a man if you don't speak that language. That's to actually encourage you. So that's because that's opening you up for to learn a new language. Now the second point here was you get to try amazing authentic food, which is very good, right? If you're from America, for example, and all you've been eating your life is French fries and yam and candy yam and all this stuff, now you get to go to, if you marry a German girl, you get to learn and eat schnitzel, right? That she's gonna cook for you, or if you come to Nigeria or go to Nigeria, marry a Nigerian woman, you get to eat pounded yam, egusi, so many different foods that you haven't even tried, that you don't even know exist. You get to eat. She gets to cook for you. You get to learn how to eat it. So all those are that should actually really encourage you. That should be something that you look forward to. Now the third point she said is new cultures bring new lessons. That's true. It brings new lessons. If you're an American man, you don't know how to lead, and you go to a culture where she's looking at you like, okay, well, we're about to make a decision. You're the man of the house. You need to lead. Now, what are you gonna do, right? You're gonna learn a new lesson of leading. There might be a lot of things that they deem disrespectful that you're bringing from the U.S. or that you're bringing from your country that is deemed disrespectful. You're gonna learn a lesson why those are disrespectful and kind of change that around, especially if you're looking to live in those countries, which I encourage you to live, right? If you live in a Western country like the U.S., you're looking to leave the U.S. So if you meet a woman from Vietnam or Cambodia or something like that, you want to move there and build a new life, you're going to learn a lot of lessons. There's going to be a lot of challenges for you, right? Number 4, you get to make your own mini culture by combining both worlds, which is very true. You bring American culture if you're an American man, and you go to Cambodia, you got Cambodian culture, you merge those two. That will actually fuse a new, like a fusion culture, which is gonna actually really be good for the family now. So now your children are learning American ways of life and Cambodian ways of life. I'm just giving an example, which is gonna be really good for you. I'm sweating out here, man. It's hot. And you should look forward to that, right? It shouldn't discourage you. It should encourage you. The last and final point here is life becomes an adventure. I don't know about that. I don't know about life becoming an adventure. It depends on who you are and how you see it. It could be an adventure if you keep learning new things, you keep looking at new ways to do things. You know, there's gonna be a lot of possibilities opening up for you. So I guess that could be an adventure. But at the end of the day, I mean, the reason I did this video is I need to encourage a man to really look at dating outside the norm, dating outside of what you're comfortable dating. That could open up a big possibility for you to meet someone that could be a soulmate. This is what a lot of guys are doing, going to Brazil, going to Colombia, going to DR, going to South Africa, going all over the world, right? So getting your passport, you're looking to travel, you're looking to date, you're looking to do past dating, past casual. You want to actually move there and date someone, which a lot of guys have done. You can see a lot of videos on YouTube. A lot of guys have done it. So I want to encourage you guys to not be fearful. Please, all the women that are going to shame you and say you hate your mom and you hate your family, you hate this and that, you need to ignore that. You need to be a strong man to be able to go to places where you really feel respected. Because I'm telling you right now, unless you leave the United States and all these Western countries, you're never ever gonna get the respect that you deserve as a man. I don't care if you're black, white, green, yellow, especially if you're a black American man, right? So I want this video to be like a lesson to you, like an encouragement to you. Because I know probably a lot of you are thinking, damn, I want to move to another country, but what if they don't like me here? What if the family doesn't accept me? Blah, blah, blah. I don't think you should be worried about that. Because a lot of men have done it. I've dated women from all over the world. I've been to so many countries. And I think you will be surprised with what you find out by moving to another country and learning what the life is over there. And it'll bring possibilities of you probably meeting a woman that you can spend the rest of your life with. But if you stay in this bubble, if you stay with this mindset of staying with a person that looks like you, from the same hood, from the same country, you might be single for the rest of your life. So guys, please like, subscribe, keep sharing these videos. I'm gonna keep encouraging men to keep doing better, right? Thinking outside the box. The matrix is the thing to keep you in a box. It's a mindset. It's $1 billion industry. It's to keep the buying power here, to keep you enslaved to the system. So by you leaving this matriarchy and this matrix, it'll open up a lot of possibilities for you. So think about the possibility of you meeting someone outside of your culture or your norm that could really respect you and that could really bring a lot of joy and possibilities to your life. So guys, if you have any other opinion of, or if you men are watching this right now that have done this, married someone outside of culture, please leave a comment below about the challenges, about the ways of life, encouragement for brothers. Leave a comment below. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm trying to get to 100 subs. Let us get there so we can keep going. And if you have any other suggestion about videos that I should make, leave it in the comment below. Send me an email. All the links are in the description below. Peace, guys. Cheers.